This is Joe. And Joe figured out how to make these wind turbine blades that we are going to be giving you the details, create it, the layout of it, shape it. And yesterday, using the table saw, we should have did a test piece first, and we didn't. So this is a learning curve. This is the first time Joe's done anything like this, and mine as well. Gonna talk to Joe.
Yay.
Yay! Woohoo! All right, now, Joe, how did you learn about how to do this?
Woodworkers.
You know what? You need to be over here. So stand over here because the lighting. You're in the dark. You are in the dark. Now you're in the light. Okay, this is Joe, and this is the prop, the propeller. All right, that we've created, or he's created. I've helped him. Hi, Queen Paula. Thanks for dropping in. Um, yeah, I'll get you that email. I already sent you one, but I got to stay focused here on what we're doing. Okay, so Joe has come up with making this wind turbine blade, and
Yep.
his first one. And so
Second one.
you came up with this. How'd you learn about where to go, how to do this?
I went to the woodworkers and asked the woodworkers about it, and they sent me to this guy, and the guy pretty much about how to build a prop, technically, what a prop is.
And he makes props.
And he pretty much, we sat down for about an hour, and he tried to explain it to me. I didn't get it the first time. They showed me, and then I got it.
He made sense.
Yep.
He's able to wrap his head around it. Now we're going to show you this. This is a rough finish. This isn't completely finished yet. Okay, there's still a fair amount of work to do on this one. All right, but here's one that we're presently working on. Okay, Joe started cutting this by hand actually. All right. Now we've laid this out. He drew this out right here. Okay, and then it comes around, and if we follow this radius, it drops. Okay, and it comes down to the end. Now, this factory edge becomes the leading edge of the blade. That's why here we've come down about a quarter of an inch. If I can see my thumb. Right here, we came down about a quarter of an inch, maybe even closer to 3/8. But we're not going to touch this line, and we don't want to disturb this factory edge, well, as little as possible, because that becomes the leading edge of your blade. Okay, and so the radius on that blade for this prop. Um, and so what's happening is he's slowly just kind of chiseling away, taking this out. That's why we put it on the table saw yesterday. But we should have done a test piece because we actually messed up.
Just a little bit.
And that's why you always want to do it directions. You know, we did it the first time on the first two blades. He brought it to me halfway complete, and then I did more of the finished detail on it, which you can watch in the other videos. And so this is old school right here. Now, I'm sure probably guys that do this every day by hand, they would use 1.5 inches, maybe even a 2-inch chisel. So this little 3/4 inch chisel makes it a little bit more difficult and time consuming. I would put this on time lapse, but I can't do it on time lapse and go live. So we're gonna show you this here. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to do this in steps because I have to go live right now. So this blade, as you see from this angle, okay, here, hold on, Joe. You can see that all this meat here, all this wood has to be taken out so that it takes on this shape that you're seeing, like from here around, all this comes out. All right, and then this gets dropped down almost to this edge, just above it. All right, at this bottom edge. So all of this center section has to come out. All right. And so that's what we're working on. Hello, Foods, Forests, Prima Culture. How you doing? Thanks for dropping in. I'm thinking I did an unjust justice. Didn't do your name any justice. We're making a wind turbine blade so you can generate electricity. And we're showing you the process. Now, we make any more of these, we're going to figure out how to use the table saw to cut this out. We messed one up yesterday, so we're going with what we know. This works. It's just slow. It's much slower. So oh, well, thank you on your name. Food Forest Prima Culture. All right, check out Food Forest Prima Culture. Now, it sounds like you are vegan. Are you vegan? Food Forest Prima Culture. No, okay. Would you happen to have a recipe for chicken curry? Hey, Jay haven't seen you for a while, Alba. Little Dumpling, thanks for being here. We messed up on our blade yesterday when we ran it through the table saw. And this is how Joe created the first two that you've seen in my other videos. This is very painstaking. We're doing it the old-fashioned way. We do another one. We're going to run some tests and put it through the table saw like we did yesterday. But we're going to get it figured out before we do that again. Yes, I was busy with your ex something. Oh, sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. That's always rough, to say the least. Yeah. You know, always God's ways work. That's what I know. You know, at any rate, I'll shut up. I'm really sorry to hear that. You'll be in my prayers. Yeah, so Joe's doing this in the painstaking, old-fashioned way. This is Joe, and regenerating desert forests in the cities. Oh, okay. All right. Well, Joe lives off grid for the most part. Well, maybe Jay Alabella, I would like to talk with you. You know, I just don't want to. I can't say what I want to say right now. Hi, Nina Cadio. How are you doing? I think you're fairly new to my channel. If you don't know, my friends in here make friends, and this is a community of friends. And, you know, that's what it's all about. Well, no, no, no. It's not that I'm busy. I don't want to say things that will make you uncomfortable here. You know, I'm live, and I just don't think that's really appropriate. Um, like to do that. Cat Studio. Cat. No, that's not studio. It's catio. I don't know. Break it down for me if you can. That's why I'm saying, Jay, I'd like to talk with you in our marriage. We were separated about 5 years ago, and the class makes a big difference. But, anyways, yeah, I'd just like to talk with you if you're up for it later. Um, well, I appreciate everybody being here. Brandon Boggs, hi. Thanks for being here, Brandon Boggs. Thanks for dropping in. Um, you know, like I say, we're a community of friends. United we stand, and united we're making it happen. And Joe is here doing an old school blade, and how to get her done. Go back to the beginning of this video to understand what's happening. So he's taken out everything from this edge clear down to this edge. So all this is getting removed. From here, from this leading edge up here, all the way through, it's going to be sitting here at an angle this way when he's done. All right, it's going to be about like this when we're done. All right. Yes, chicken curry, 1 chopped and boned, boiled for 20 minutes, 2 tablespoons of salt, 1/2 pound of butter. Wow. Curry powder, 1/2 pound, soft goat cheese. Okay, that sounds yummy. How much curry? How much curry? And is this a not what nationality or style is it? Have you heard of cardamom or cardamom? A seasoning. It's a herb. It's like a little pod that goes into some chicken curry. I ate like an Indian restaurant from Bangladesh or India. It's cardamom. It's a pod, and it has a very unique flavor that I've had in curry in the past. And then how much curry do you use in that recipe? Is it to taste? And okay. And yes, cardamom is awesome in curry. Yeah, it has a very, very unique flavor, and you can't find it in the regular supermarkets. You have to, I guess, get it from the Indian stores or the Asian stores, from what I understand. I don't know much about it. I just know you can't find cardamom in your regular grocery store. I've got 3 people in here at the moment. Do you guys know each other? You know, like I like the, united we stand, and we really do. And united we are making it happen. People are getting their 1K. You know, I've got a little over 700. I'm really looking forward to hitting that 1K. Now, in watch time, I'll tell you guys a story. For months now, I thought I've had my 4K in watch time. And I'm looking at it going, hey, one-man army, haven't seen you for a while, bro. Hey, I gave you a barbecue. You got to do some of that mean barbecue steak stuff you got going on. But what I was talking about here was I thought I had like 5K in watch time, right? 6K. And I'm looking at it, and next thing you know, I've got 7K of watch time, and I'm talking to my wife, and I'm telling her, right on her one-man army. And so she looks at me and she says, oh, she pops my bubble. She pops my bubble. She says, are you sure that's not in minutes? Because I'm going, my analytics just don't reflect what I'm thinking I have in watch time. And I'm going, it doesn't make sense. And so she says, you sure it's not in minutes? Well, you know, so I only have a little over 100 hours of watch time. And so it's all good. It's all good. But, you know, I thought I didn't know how I had my 4K plus. I didn't. Okay. Thought I'd share that with you. Here's. Okay, one man army. Been working a lot. When you get a chance, man, you have to do a barbecue on a grill. I seen you make a mean steak on the stove, man, in a pan. You made one mean. Mother's Day for my wife. You know, and I forgot to even mention that in the video. That's shame on me, right? But then I challenged you to this on the grill, because I know you got it going on over there. Thank you, little dumpling. Nina Carla keeps doing the live stream. They build the time a lot. Okay, thank you. Keep seeing inflection in watch time, but 3K in 4 months possible between making a lot of videos and time. Yes, I've invested some time. Lives, okay. Well, on Sunday, we get some pretty nice sunsets out here. Sometimes we have some awesome, unbelievable sunsets. Here's Joe taking a break. And so I'd like to do a live stream on Sundays. And he's smoothing out that edge so he doesn't get too big of an edge build up right there. Anyways, so on Sundays I like to do a sunset live stream. I'm hoping to catch the awesome one because we get some pretty awesome sunsets sometimes. On the cover of my last sunset video, I put a picture up for the cover. On that, if you don't know much about it, they have all these. I read through them. I read all the introductions on them. There's 37 courses available in the YouTube Creator Studios. And I put the link to it in the description. So you can go right to it if you don't know where it's at or how to find it. And we all need to know about it. You know, it's the best kept secret, you know. So if you haven't seen that, you might want to check that out. It's down, I don't know, down maybe. I'm not sure how far down. It's not too far down. We took the TV Creator Academy course to really help us a lot. Okay, so you know about it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Not everybody does. I just learned about it, and I've seen bits and pieces of it prior to this. But the problem is I didn't know how to find it. I didn't know what it was all about. So when I learned about the YouTube Creators Academy, I did a live stream, and I read the descriptions of all 37 courses. Did you take all the courses, little dumpling? Little dumpling, Nina's Catio. Did you take all the courses? Well, thank you. Yeah, promoting them, I find that important. Yes, yes, barely. I'm skimming the surface of that, barely. Um, did you get your certifications in that training? Those of you that have done this, that's a good way to get a splinter. Don't go backwards on your wood. Okay, how long did it take to get your not certification, but your certificate? Let's get up close and personal now. You can see the angles beginning to form and take shape here. You still have to get back into here and bring this down at an angle, but you can see it taking shape. All right, and he's got it here at the line here, about where he wants it, and then we're just going to bring it on down all the way across to the end. 2 months. It depends on what you really want to learn. There's also a lot that might give you a certificate. Sure, but the information is so important. Um, but will improve your quality. Yes, most definitely. Like I said, I'm skimming the surface. Are you guys? If you guys don't know this content creator, he's been here for like what do you say, 2000 and I want to say 2005 or six or seven or something. His name is Daryl Eves. Do you know who Daryl Eves is? If you don't, he will help you even further and in real practical steps, and maybe even more in depth, I'm believing, than the YouTube content creators because he's made it practical. Daryl Eves is his name. There's another guy, and at the moment I cannot think of his name for nothing. I'll have to look at his name. I have to go pull up his link, and so I can mention him. He's actually even answered my emails. Not emails. He's answered my comments when I've asked him a question. And he's the guy I should know. I should know his name like off the top of my head. And he does the same type of things to help this community. That's a kick in my gut because he's actually answered my comments, and he's quite big as well. And does the same thing as Daryl Lee's. Just a little different.
I'm going to use the planer.
Okay, now we're going to get into.
I'm going to plane that down.
Hey, Walker Outdoors. I saw you last night, bro. I don't even know if you knew I was there. But let me show you this blade if you haven't seen it already. This is my friend right here, Walker Outdoors, everybody. Check out his channel. That's it. For what it's worth, you can't really see much, but I'm trying to show it to you. Yeah, check out Walker Outdoors.
That takes a lot of life off.
Joe was telling me it took him 3 days to do it all by hand. So he got his angle started where he wanted it to, got this basic flow of that. And so now he's taking a shortcut and he's cheating. He's using a planer.
Use the planer here.
and he's using this spoke shaver.
Planer.
So now he got a nice smooth edge. And now he's giving it more control to work this blade with. This Gideon control. For those of you that may not be aware of that. Hey, Mike, you can come over here and help us. You still here, Mike? Outdoors, you still here? If you don't know Walker Outdoors, you need to go check out his channel. Walker has just released an extra walleye license. Oh, cool. Here, we thought we would jump into, yeah, definitely. Jump. Yeah. Fishing video of a couple of weeks ago, I caught a couple. I just went over to support their, all right. Well, I'm telling them, go check out your channel. You're my friend, my brother from another mother. In your face. Ha! How do you like that? In your face. Wow, Mike, I think you're the only one here. They must all be over on your channel watching videos. How cool is that? Cool. Yeah, Mike's got some good content. He could have some better content if he'd get out there and do some hunting, some more fishing. Build him that shed he's wanting to build. Get out there in that garden. This is painstaking right here. It's not that bad. Painstaking. Put your leg and knee underneath that.
Yeah, you want the flex.
No, not really.
Yeah, you do, because you don't want to change the angle.
Well, you don't. But if you support it, here, support it, you just keep that angle with your arms.
No.
He says no.
No.
I'm going to have to tackle him.
I want to see this one.
But unfortunately, the phone would go, you wouldn't see nothing. He's taking shape over here. Right here. There's where we're going to. Y'all. Ewins, Wins over here. Got to go down the right here. Right here. And so we got a long ways to go and a short time to get there.
Yep.
We got a bandit over here. How. No problem, Mike. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Appreciate you and everyone else. I loosened up. Houston, we got a problem. Minor one though. We got a little loosage going on. It's a loosage. It'd be loosen it. Now he'd be tighten it. Tighten her up. You know what I mean? Get her tightener. Over here. Right here. How. Who used to sing that? What was the rock and roll group back in the 60s and 70s? I believe they started in the 60s. That said, how. The lead singer would always do that. Who was that group? Does anybody know? much. Appreciate that, really. So this is boring. This is really boring, so I appreciate you hanging in. But if you gotta go, I fully understand. And if you're wondering, yes, I've got the phone right in front of that planer where it's kicking out.
You can pulse or sand it.
Well, we have too much meat. It'll take too much off of that, and that's all we have.
Well, you don't want to go any farther than that, and that's what we had last time. Because you're gonna have to.
All right, so we're only going. That's still a lot of plane, a lot of sand. Here, let me see that belt. Not belt. Here, Joe. All right, my turn.
You don't want to take any more off of that at the end.
No, here. Right here, time. Hey!
You can't hit this edge anymore. We go any farther down on that.
Okay. All right, I'm starting to mess up. Starting to mess up. Now, remember that here I've got this much space, and over here I've got this much space. So if this is here, okay, the blade is actually riding here.
Yeah, but you're taking more off that you need to sand off to feather it out. Right.
All right. Okay. All right. Want to throw it in the trash right now? Huh? Want to throw it in the trash right now? What?
You just changed the angle of the blade. Again. So that's done.
Where?
Right here. Look at the blade. Look at that blade.
No, it's good. It's good.
No, it's not good.
Yes.
No, it's not good. We just changed the angle of this.
No, that's because you're looking at this here.
No.
But there's the leading edge.
No,
right
I've
okay, here. Let me do this. Let me do this right here. Ow. No, we're gonna be okay. But I do see what you're saying, so I would say yeah, it's time to stop. Definitely. Okay. We're just keeping it real. All right. My baby right here. going to be really close. Okay, we need to cut this edge so we know where we're at. Not until.
Oh, we're drawing the lines out first
Okay.
because it's all gonna. We're getting it close, so once you change it, it's gonna still change.
So once we cut it, then we'll be okay.
Then we'll dial in the line.
Okay. All right. This the top of this blade or here, it's narrower by about an inch, and then it tapers and gets longer because we pop a line or trace a line from 2 inches in or inch in to the outer edge. And I was thinking we needed to do that now. But that's probably a better way to go about doing it.
Yeah, we got to flip it over.
Okay, it's cool. Tightener. Over here. Well, who knows the answer? Does anybody know the answer? Well, the lead singer back in the 70s would always go, how, how. Who was that lead singer? That's just something that's stuck from back in the day. What can I say? Sorry about the misspelling. I used to. No problem. Oh, I use voice activation, Mike, and it'll say something I don't catch until I read it on the screen. Lined up. Where's the marks? We have the marks. Whoa, I got my hand in the way. Okay, we've got this line here. Yep. All right, now this is our stopping. All right, we're getting ready to lay this out for this other side. Okay, we're using our pattern here, the first blade, to lay out the next step in this process.
That's cool.
So right at the end of that, we're bringing this down, making the mark on this bottom one here. Okay.
What are you doing? Sounds like plastic breaking.
Something's making a noise. Okay. Now we're getting this laid out. Okay. That's what we want to remove. All that above the line gets removed. Okay, we're using this top one for our gauge. Then we do the same. I'm trying to get that line. I'm not seeing the line. There we go. There's the one on the top that we're following this mark. Let me find my finger over here. Way off. All right. Now, did I move it?
Yeah, you moved it.
Okay, let's get her lined up over here. That's looking pretty good there. All right.
Right there.
Okay, now we have that one started there. All right. Now we're going to take this. get out the torpedo speed square. It's not a torpedo, it's clowning. Okay. Catching his lines on this other side, his layout mark. Okay. Now he's going to go from this corner around over to the mark on the outer edge on the other side.
This is the thin side.
Yes. Yes. All right. So we've got our mark.
So it goes fat to small.
Okay. So we got this lined up here. Okay. So now we're going to take this out. Joe's going to get this angle started. We got to take out everything above that pencil line. How far down you go?
Hold up. Yeah, that's all.
Measure once, cut twice. Oh, no, it's measure twice, cut once. All right, I got to mess around a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Not trying to confuse nobody over here.
So,
okay, getting a correct angle, I said, on this one over here. All right. Look at this saw, everybody. Look at this saw. Let me just point this saw out. Look, I've never seen a saw with the rivet frog using his finger for a guide. Oh. He says that away. See that? He almost caught that finger. Did you see that?
Yeah, I'm so scared.
He's scared.
So scared.
Mama, help. Hey, Mike, thanks for being here. And little Dublin and Nina, Catios or Studios or however you're supposed to pronounce that. Appreciate you being here. It looks like Studios, but there's no S.
You don't know how to read.
But I is a y'all.
Don't let them lie to you.
I is. We Ewans. We and Ewans. We is. You can laugh. Come on, I'm trying to be funny. You can humor me.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
Oh, I got some humor. Yeah. That's painstaking right there.
It's not.
Look at how hard he's having to hit that. Ooh, it took muscle.
Oh my God.
It's going to make a man tired. Not. Are you wanting to come back that far? 1 minute, y'all. Who's this? Huh? Oh, your phone rang. I thought I had a phone call. I'm going, huh? He's taking an intermission. Those darn cell phones. Hey, Mike, I'll show you a little project here. I've got one complete in my house. I'll have to show you. I've got a couple project. Look at that. Look at that. Let me dust this off. You can see how long it's been since I've worked on it. This has like about 10 coats of polyurethane. This has got 50 rings in it. I counted 50 rings here. But that's a tabletop. And then this is a lamp. I've got a finished one. I've got several at home in the house. This is a lamp right here. There goes a project for you. That's a rough lamp base. You know, I got my hole in the top. There you go. And that's one project I've got to finish. That's a nice. I want to make this about a 3 foot off the ground. Make it a tall one with like bar stools. Table for two. Dining table for two. Here's a coffee table right here, or an end table. Right here. This is like walnut, I believe. This probably has about 10 coats of poly on it as well. Just been sitting out here for about 6 months. And, you know, there you go. Pretty wood. This is pine. That's a pine limb right there. Well, thank you very much, Nina's cardio. All right. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate it. Oh, okay. What are you doing on your truck, Mike? Bye. Thanks for coming and out. Toad. Those going not funny. Maybe I should just call them painstaking. How's that? All right, you got your cam going? You got your camera going? Back to the spoke shaver. We'd be making us a spoke over him. Wheels over him. Making us a spoke. Big flat one for a wind turbine. Over him. How. How you like me now? How. Do something. It's boring for me too. So if you're bored watching, I understand. You can humor me though. Try catching it this way. Looks like the grain changes directions right there. Wow. Really? Well, we can belt it. Not belt it. We can put the sander in it.
Yeah. Get this down.
I just want to go home. I want to go home. Oh, Lord, want to go home. That's an old song for you. Some of you don't even know what I'm singing. That's okay. This kind of pops in your head, you know.
Climb to the top of the roof
and jump.
We'll put nails out.
Yeah, yes.
You go ahead first. You'll go
jump
home.
on a pile of nails and birds. Whoops. Get you up close and personal. Over here. So, like I say, and if you're bored, I understand. You're not alone.
I'm taking a break.
I'm really, bored.
That was a
very, very, very bad pun. Son of a gun. Pow! It's a pun. All right, I'm being stupid. Yeah, but is it entertaining? That's the question. See, it's painstaking. Taking a breaking. All right, goofing off. Got the goofing going on. Now, the part that I'm looking forward to is when we get down to the most finite of the fine tuning. It's called the palm sander. We can do a sander review. This isn't a bad sander. It's a 5-inch. It has a trigger here. Most of them just have a knob. My concern, though, is this trigger is going to go out before the switch does. I think the switch may last longer. This gets a lot of movement. It even comes with this handle. Actually, it's on this where it says Makita. This is just a plastic strip that goes around, and it all connects here at the handle. Nicely put together. So that's kind of cool to have that. That was a nice feature. And then this goes, and this Makita works really well. And the Porta cable is a very good, durable sander. This is more professional, so I thought I would try it. It's fairly new, as you can tell. It's not too beat up or anything. It's a little dusty, But yeah, nice sander. I haven't had it long enough to really have any complaints. It's so far so good. And that was about close to $75, I believe, for this sander. And then my Milwaukee has a nice feature. It comes with the light. Okay. Almost like an LED light, although I don't believe it is. There's your light. For those of you who may not see it, if I don't drop it and break it. Okay, there's the light here. And I like that feature, except the problem I have with this saw, which reason I don't really like it, is it fades. Let me show you. I'll get a pointer. Okay, right here. Okay, I'll show you right now. I'll get it up close and personal. Get you in there where you can see what it is I'm talking about. I have to change this. Here we go. Now you can see what I'm talking about. This wheel, the blade, all these jigsaws today have this wheel. It's a guide, but the Bosch, it's much tighter. The blade in this has a tendency to want to pop out, okay, of it. See how it's up here on the edge. And the Bosch doesn't allow that to happen. Tighter, not as much play here. And for that reason, I like the Bosch. The Bosch added a light like this one has to their jigsaw. It would be couldn't get much better. Um, there is a German jigsaw. I forget. I almost got the name of it. It's an odd name. Anyways, it's a top-notch Festool. The Festool. I said Festool. Tools are commercial. They are bad to the bone. They're super heavy duty. They're extremely expensive. You'd have to, have lots of money or have a business doing well to own the Festool tools. The Festool, and it doesn't get better than Festool. But again, it's not something everybody can afford. It's like, the Rolls Royce of cars, Festools is at the top of the food chain there. That's the problem I find with this particular saw. There's too much play. As you see, if I was going around the corner, it would actually ride out here on this outer edge right here on the outside. You can see where it's wore a little bit, where it has right there. Okay. As you come around, you can see where that's actually popped out and has ridden on the outer edge. And that's gonna wear out, and then that's gonna go bad, and that's the weak link. So, shame on Makita. They used to be, I like their saws. If it's a manufacturer defect and it's only this saw, then great. But as far as I know, they're all like that. So there's a little tool review. Oh, we're killing some time. Okay, Joe, what do you want to do?
See here?
No, what do you want to do?
What am I going to do? What? I'm going to do this.
Okay, so we're going to continue to play.
Yep.
Thanks for being here, for dropping in. Thank you. Okay, you got it's high right here.
Yep.
Oh, you come over and look at the
Yeah,
end.
I know the angle is different on it.
No, just to look at the shape. You
Yeah,
can
no.
see the shape.
This, if you look at this, look at the angle of that blade to that angle.
Yeah, okay. But I'm just
no, straight up. That's where that is. See what I'm saying? Now,
okay.
that's gonna have
All
to
right.
be after we're done cutting this. We're gonna have to.
You got that much, but you can see it's taken shape. Okay. Thanks for who's here? Who's watching? If you're just came here into the live, you can actually click on or tap on the icons in the live stream, and you can go to their channel and join their community. If you didn't know, you could do that, even though nobody's here except for you. Unless it's Mike came back in. Mike, is that you coming back in? If you're busy working, it's hard to answer. I know, no problem. I'm thinking it's probably Walker Outdoors dropping in. Appreciate it. What? It's loosened up. Thank you very much for being here. Joe's going to town here, making progress with that spoke shaver, spoke planer. No, it's a shaver. Spoke shave. I've got a baby spoke shave. Amazing that what that little tool will do right there.
I just wish it was bigger.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That's way off.
This is Joe's baby right here, right now. Fire starter. But then we've done a fair amount of work. Look at that. Fire starter. The daily showers. Hi, how's it going? We are making a wind turbine blade. We have 2 of them made. Well, 2/3 of the way made. This is one. Okay, there's the end of it. Looking down the blade. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. If you can go into here on the live chat, and you can click on or tap on the yeah, thank you. There's the end of the blade, the starting of it. Okay, and you can see how much work that's been done to this here, and follow it down and here. So I got to palm sand this next, but we're waiting till we get finished with this one. There's quite a bit to go, and Joe is using this spoke shaver right there. It's a combination of our planer and so that's our pattern. The blade we'll be using. If you don't know, you may already know, but if you don't know, you can go into the chat there where people have been and tap on their icon. You can go to their channel and join their community. Getting tied up. Something nice about this cordless. You don't have your cords getting all tied up in knots, you know, it just happens. It makes it cordless nice. One of the features of what makes it cordless nice anyway. That's reality right there. Cords getting tight. Thank you, Daily Shores, and thank you for being hanging out very much. I try to create and come up with fun content. This is old school right here. If you go back to the beginning, you'll see where Joe's actually taking a saw and cutting into this and then chiseling it out. Thank you. It's coming out okay. We messed the one up yesterday. If you look at the one from yesterday, we put it on the table saw right here, and the angle was in the wrong direction. We should have done a test piece first, but we didn't. I mean, we did, but it wasn't thorough enough, and so we messed up the first one. And that's right here. Here's the one we made from yesterday, and the angle's going in the wrong direction. It looks good, except with the angle going wrong, we had to redo it, and this is the one we're redoing. It's not letting me go back. I have to wait. Well, you should be able to just tap on the icon, like your icon, and it will give you an option to go to their channel or some other things. You just tap on go to their channel, and then you hit your back button, and you can come back here if that's what you want to do, or go to your history, and then your history will bring you back here if that's what you want to do. And when you're in the live chat, he's in his thinking chair. The end of this has got a fair amount to go, because the end normally, when we get it down to where we want it, it will look like this. Okay. Yeah, you just hit your history to come back. If you want to come back to this channel, or anytime you're in a chat room, just see how thick this is. We've got a fair amount more to go. But anyways, yeah. So if you're in a chat room, channel, to join their community, then you hit the icon, you get a drop down with an option to go to their channel. You go to their channel, you subscribe, give them a thumbs up, watch their video, part of their video, you know, at least. Make a comment, tell them you've watched their video, tell them you've given them a thumbs up. And then if you want to come back to this channel, or whatever channel you're in, whatever live stream you're on, hit your back button. That should take you there. And if it don't, go to your history, and your history will be right there. Bam. And you're good. And that's how that works. If you didn't know, if you know, then I didn't tell you anything new. Well, we're just sitting here in dead time. We're taking an intermission. No, I'm not taking an intermission. Joe's taking an intermission. He's my neighbor. He's off grid for the most part. And I've taught him some stuff, and he pretty much does what he wants to do on his own. And then he gets stuck or needs a little help. He comes over and we get it done. That's always fun. It's got something interesting. You do have to think sometimes, but this, he's done that. I was clowning around, just joking, teasing him, you know, giving him a hard time. But no, he's got it figured out at this point. He brought 2 of these blades over to me, like 2/3, halfway done. Yeah, I can do a house. I'm a finished carpenter by trade. I started out framing houses and doing all that as a teenager with my dad. Personally do trim work, custom staircases. and finished. Um, while you're here, there's a project. I showed this earlier on this live stream, but I'll show you since you're here and we're talking. Here's a lamp I started. I have a few finished in the house, but this is just the rough setup of a lamp that I made from firewood, basically. Okay, this is it here. Here's my hole for the wire. Um, I don't know how well you could see that. I can here. I'll turn it around. It's been sitting out here for a few months actually, but I'll turn this around so you can see. Here you go. There it is. I have a finished one. Like I said, I have a few finished ones. The wood's really pretty. There's the base. And finished, it looks nice. This is going to be a dining room table right here. This is like 3 foot across by about 2.5 foot across. I'm going to make one of those raised dining tables where you put bar stools. And that's just one project I have yet to finish, but I've been working on my bathroom, so I haven't been doing anything else. And then here's like an end table or a coffee table. It almost takes on the shape of a heart. See?
It's cut. The one I cut?
Yeah, this is one Joe gave me.
That's ironwood.
He says it's ironwood. I don't know what it is. It could be ironwood. Yeah, I need to put some legs on this. I need to get some. I'm going to use. I'll show you what I'm going to use here for my legs for that raised table. I'm going to take this right here and use this for my raised table legs. That'll be really cool. As legs. Picture 3 or 4 of those under that table raised. Because when I put that'll be a leg on this and turn this into a dining room table for 2. Bar stools. I have the seats already cut out for the seats. The seats came from what's that wood? What's that wood, Joe?
What?
Can't think of the name of the wood.
Oak?
No, not oak. It came from it's on the side it's on the side of the. I'm going to show you my seats. This is my seat for that table. Well, we're just kind of hanging out and talking. I'll share with you. Now, this is the seat. And what I used to preserve this seat was oil. Okay, I mixed up some oils and I preserved this. Like I said, it's been sitting for a while. But that's going to be the seat for this table right here. And it'll be cool. It'll be really nice. I may sell it, maybe what I end up doing with it. But I've been doing my bathrooms and finishing up the shower tiling. I've got one more shower I'm working on. It's called a steam shower because it's enclosed. And I'll be finishing that up. I got the floor to do. I've got some pieces to put on the wall. And I've got a few pieces to put on the ceiling because it's all enclosed. And I'll be showing that one next. Just completed the other shower I've been working on for weeks now. And I don't have time to finish my wood projects. It's what I really want to do. But Joe's off grid and I'm helping Joe, so I'm making some time and helping him with these blades. And like I said, these already laid out and had them shaped. 3 days he spent by hand, no power tools.
There's a will, there's a way.
There's a will, there's a way. That's right. And never give up because there's always a way. And I say where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a better way. And so see how hard he's working, he's yawning.
Yeah, mister, I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning or 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
No, I got at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
2 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, Nathan, I didn't see you in here, Nathan. I've been looking at the screen. Was here. I mean, this is my shop. It's my workshop over here. How.
The funny thing is, I got a better one.
Joe's got a bigger. He's got a nice shop. He's got a big old shop, but he's off grid.
Just gotta do shit by hand. Go.
Okay, you can see how this finished blade is looking. Okay. As Joe's getting it laid out, aren't we going to scribe?
Nope, not yet.
We're gonna transfer.
Well, don't do that.
We're gonna transfer. We're gonna cut the bottom off of this one so that it looks like this one here. Okay. Look at the ends. See, this one's getting close. This one is there. That's where we're going. Is right here. We're taking this one down to this one.
Okay, so
It's getting a center line. We want to pull out that staple. Getting a center line.
why not? Cleaned it up.
Now look at the angle we have here, though.
Yeah, no. And you get a fit.
I want to go home.
You're home.
I want to go home. Oh, Lord, I want to go home. How low can you go? How low can you go? Ho, ho, ho. Look at Joe.
You're special.
We're bouncing Joe.
You're special.
This is called leverage.
No, it's called a lack of retardation.
Lack of.
Your parts.
Awesome. I'm just taking in some good woodwork. Cool. Right on. Yeah, for this, you want your center line, and everything has to be lined up exactly. That's why Joe is just feeling the end with his fingers to make sure they were the same. So that when he marks, when he makes his sort of layout marks here and double checking. There's one mark. One merc. We'd be merking over here. And okay, there's his next line, layout line, right there. All right, so we have a layout line there. And we have a layout line here. So what are we going to do? We got to connect the dots. How are we going to connect them dots? How are we going to go from here?
You take this rod and you smack the.
Oh, see that? He's gonna show me how much he appreciates my help.
Yes, I am. How much help on this one?
Well, Joe's really getting the help. 3. Really? Anytime you do something for the first time, I find, well, thank you very much. I have to do some. All right. Well, thanks for dropping in, Daily Showers. Those of you that don't know Daily Showers, come check her out or them out. And thanks for dropping in, Daily Showers. We'll catch you on the rebound, and God bless. All right. This is how we connected the dots.
Connected the dots.
Bam. There we are.
We connected the dots. Now
bam. There we are.
Can he actually do something?
Now I get to cut. Yahoo! Celebrate. Come on. All right. Here we go.
Here you go. What?
We be tightener. We be getting her tight over here. Tighten her up. Tighten her.
Oh, you're having education in California.
So we be tightener. We be educated in California over here. I heard somebody say the other day, oh, it's froze. It's literally froze. It is. I'm serious. It's froze. It froze up there for a minute. And all right. I don't know if there's someone here or we lost connection. whoever was here, I think it was Nathan Likes. Nathan Likes Drums. Check out Nathan Likes Drums. And check out Life. I'll see you too, baby. Look, my wife's telling me that she sees me doing nothing.
No, I texted
Oh.
Danielle's link to this. And so, yeah, that's Danielle's Facebook.
How is Lisa on there?
She texts Danielle all the time.
Oh, okay. That's funny. His girlfriend, they both have each other on text. My wife was texting his
Danielle,
girlfriend,
and it pops up on my phone.
and it shows up on Joe's phone. So Joe's screwing around saying, I see you. It's funny. Right now, that's funny anyway. Okay. So I'm going to get this cut. And we're going to use the jigsaw. A whole lot more accuracy and control. Now, back in the day, they would have done this with the handsaw, and they would have been happy to do it. And they had skill to be able to cut that with the handsaw. Would take quite a bit of skill. It would take pride in hand, actually, because of the skill that's involved to be able to cut this line. All right, here we go, Joe. I don't think anybody's there at the moment. And this has been so long, I don't know anybody's gonna watch it from start to finish.
4 hours later.
Now, you want to be real careful so you can control this. Forgot to feed the squirrels. Yabba dabba do time. A do time. Where the Flintstones? Yabba
Yeah,
dabba
just break my tools, why don't you?
Remember that show? The old school show. Although I did
Not that
find
old.
it slightly boring. I was a kid and I found that show boring, actually. I watched it because there's nothing else to watch. Okay.
You're a special child.
I'm special.
Ed.
I'll be special. All right, let's get cereal. Getting cereal. Cereal. Now you want to be careful, and because this saw will give you more control if you're careful. So here we go.
You're not even hitting.
On the last video, I went, now you got, and I didn't notice until I watched it. I'm checking on how you have to be really careful and controlled, and I go, I went, no way, I did that. I laughed. It was funny. Because I'm talking about you really got to be careful, and be precise and grab this over here and help to control it on the edge of this blade on the table. And I, not very careful. All right, here we go, guys. In all seriousness.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, good idea. Good idea. There's a good. Okay, you can see now
That's a lot of meat.
by using that jigsaw, I was able to get it really controlled and consistent. Just real controlled and consistent. That's what I mean by taking your time. Now, it takes practice to get it this cut this well, and that's why Joe would prefer me do it. But